Good morning, good afternoon, and welcome back to Watching Chickies. Now here on day 59, and this is part 2 of our broadcast since we had a little bit of a crash on our previous stream. I guess we had too many comments and we had too many watchers. Oh dear. Well, these things can happen. And you just have to roll with them. Hello there, weirdest man. I hope you are having a lovely day there. Because I know our little Braveheart here, well, she is having just a fine day. Hello there, little Braveheart. And hello there, Michael Green 25. And yes, weirdest man. It is a little bit sad that they have grown up so quickly, and it is so amazing. But in the end, I'm just very happy that all of these guys are just healthy, and they seem to be enjoying life. And I love how closely that they've bonded with myself and Lauren. And it's really lovely when you develop these relationships with your pets. Braveheart, just pecking at the camera. You know better. You know better than that. Oh, and hello there, Kagome. Lots of peeps. And peeps from our little Braveheart here. Let me bring you over to Kagome. Let me bring you over to Kagome. There we go. There we go. Flap, flap, flap. And Dad needs to get up. Ooh, that chair is not comfy. Oh my. I think I need to put padding on there. Oh geez. I should be standing about every hour anyway. That's good for the blood circulation. Just move my legs a bit. Oh my. And hello there, little Stormy. You have your own little cubby. And we did weigh all of the chickens today. And Braveheart was at 478 grams today. So Braveheart got up 8 grams. Kagome went up quite a bit, 13 grams. And our little Stormy went up 20 grams. Oh my. Stormy was really the heavy hitter for today's weigh-in. Hello, little Stormy. Hello. You're all by yourself. Come here. Come say hi to the other chickies. There you go. All of you together. And when you look at Kagome, you can see she's actually quite a slender bird there. And Braveheart does have a little bit more thickness to her. Because Braveheart is, let's see, is 67 grams heavier than Kagome at the moment. Braveheart is our heavyweight champion. And irate, well, I'm not sure who is going to be the most athletic once they're outside and just going about. We did get their flight feathers clipped, so they can't manage to fly nearly as far as they could before, but they can still manage to glide and do kind of these little super jumps. Ah, Kagome looks the oldest to you. Well, I guess in some way she can. You know, we do get to see all the different colorations with her feathers as she grows up. And I guess with Braveheart, it can be a little bit harder with the more uniform color. Lovely. And And yes, Michael Green, that is correct. Random people, how can you be happy all day? Me, well, I have cute chickies. And there's lots of happy little peeping going on right now. And it seems our little Stormy wants to be an egg again. Just right underneath all of them. And, Neek, I cannot see your question. I just scrolled up. If you'd like to ask your question again, I will answer it. Ooh, Kagome. This is a big feather you just pulled out. Look at that. There is a lovely Kagome feather that she just pulled right out of her body. Oh my. And let me just add this to the little... Oh, unique. Well, I tried to answer it before, but I guess it got cut off when we crashed. For silkies, they're smaller chickens. Keeping them indoors, they do have, if you want to keep them more cleanly, they do have things called chicken diapers that you can actually put on chickens. So if you have something like a house or an apartment where you're allowed to have chickens, yeah, I guess you could get a silkie. You just need to make sure to feed them the right sort of food. I'd recommend having at least 2 chickens because they can get quite lonely if they are all by themselves. And weirdest man, well, if you wanted breed recommendations, I would look no further than the little group that we have before you. The onagadori, the ayam, cemeni, and the silkie are all very friendly breeds when it comes to interacting with people. They are not well known for their egg-laying capabilities, and they do not tend to get very big when it comes to chickens. If you want a chicken that produces more eggs, you should probably look for a different breed, however. And February Monster, it is no worries. Making a part 2, I saw that we still had quite a bit of time on the other stream, so I thought it would be a shame if we ended too early. Unique Neek. You already have your little silkies. They're 3 weeks old and adorable. And you're considering potty training them. Have I ever tried it? I did attempt to do a bit of potty training for our Kagome, but it is a very in-depth process. If you are going to try to attempt to potty train your little silkies, what I would recommend is to get an area where you have some nice clean sand. Do not be tempted to use cat litter, because your chickens will eat cat litter and they can get very sick. And every single time that you see them start to do that little squat that you notice that they do whenever they're about to poop, what you need to do very quickly is to pick up your chicken, deposit it in the sand, and let them poop. And right after they poop, like straight away, you need to give them their favorite treat. And you have to repeat that again and again and again until it becomes habit to them. They associate pooping in the sand with getting a treat. February Monster, thank you for the Bless Up Award. It is much appreciated. And I hope that little bit of potty training advice was helpful to you. From what I've heard online and from other sources, potty training chickens can take, well, it can be intense. You really have to work on it, and you have to do it constantly for a few days So it takes a lot of time out of your day just being hyper vigilant for watching them whenever they poop. So if you're using sand, avoid using calcium sand. Calcium sand can mess up the development of your little chickens. They're usually used for reptiles. And if you get sand, you can use beach sand. You just need to make sure that the sand is nice and clean and free of dust. And that is a good mix. And unique, I think you could probably have a chicken potty trained in anywhere from about 3 days to a week if you really are vigilant about it. After a while, you can stop giving them the treats because they'll already have that, that good feeling after they poop, that little bit of an endorphin rush. And yeah, it should really just settle for them. Whenever I see sand, that's a toilet. Oh, and I'm glad that helped, Unique. And how long do you need to be with the chicks for a day? Well, I'm usually with them for about, I would say at least 3 to 4 hours, though sometimes quite a bit more. They can be on their own for quite a bit, especially when they have a bunch of other chickens to play with. If you had a chicken all by itself and you left it alone for hours and hours and hours, you'd run the risk of it getting quite depressed. Which is why you should always try to have at the very least 2 chickens so they can always keep themselves company. And the temperature in here is about 70 degrees, and the chickens are quite happy with that. Though when they do go outside, it is quite a bit more now because it is summer. And Author Picks also gives the advice that for potty training chickens, it also helps if you keep all other areas clean and they see the only area with poop is the box, and can even pick it up and put it in there. And Author Picks has potty trained chickens, hamsters, horses, and dogs. Ooh, that's quite lovely. You should definitely share your experience, Author Picks. And Michael Green 25, yes, I do. I can leave the chickens alone for periods of time. They can be quite self-sufficient down here, especially because they're in a nice sealed environment. They can't get any predators coming in to get them, and yeah, they're pretty happy being with their little flock here. And all of the chickens you see here are 59 days old. And the chickens you see before you right here, in black, we have our ayam cemeni chicken named Braveheart. In gray, we have our little silkie named Stormy. And in gold and brown, we have our onagadori named Kagome. And irate. So, I think the chickens really do appreciate having snuggle time with their humans. But generally speaking, as long as they have food, water, and, you maintain a level of cleanliness with them, they are pretty self-sufficient animals once they get to a certain point. But, if you want them to stay nice and socialized with people, they need to be interacting with people. So if you left a chicken alone, if you didn't really handle them, you didn't pick them up, you didn't give them pets each day, you shouldn't be surprised that in the future, they don't really want to hang out with people, and they might tend to run away from you, or they might even try to even peck at you or like attack you, because at that point you're just kind of a giant that is there to steal their eggs. So the Silkie right now, our little Stormy, is a very fluffy little chicken at the moment. She's kind of right there in the middle of the pile. One of the ways that we can see the difference in size, because they're all the same age, is Stormy is 320 grams now, Kagome is 411, and Braveheart is 478. So our Stormy is a bit smaller than the others. You know, Silkies generally will be 3 to 4 pounds fully grown. Onagadoris will be about 4 to 5, and ayam cemanis will be about 5 to 6 pounds. So unique. So one of the things I would suggest that you do with your birds, and one of the things that I've done with mine, is to do daily weigh-ins. So you just need a little scale, and keeping track of your chicken's development is a way to make sure that your chicken is staying nice and healthy, because in these first 6 months, your chicken should be growing a bit every day. If you see sudden drops in weight, that can be a sign that your chicken is feeling a little bit ill, that your chicken is feeling a little bit stressed, and you know, it can be an early indicator to take your chicken to a vet. And all of these chickens right here. Oh, I see we have a bit more of an audience now. Well, welcome to Watching Chickies, the daily live stream in which we watch the lives and development of these 3 young chickens. In black, we have our ayam cemeni chicken named Braveheart, and the ayam cemeni is a breed from Southeast Asia that is well known for its black coloration that goes all the way down to its very organs. Here in gray, we have our fuzzy, silky chicken named Stormy. And Stormy is a breed that, the silky is a breed that comes from China. They were started to breed them about 2,000 years ago. And right here in brown and gold is our onagadori, who's a bit sleepy right now, named Kagome. And they are an endangered breed from Japan. And Kara Derana, thank you for the Wearing is Caring award. Lovely, lovely. And so we do this stream every single day at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then we re-upload all of this to our YouTube channel called Watching Chickies. And today is the 59th day of this broadcast, and all of these chickies are 59 days old. And, well, Stormy, when she was just a baby, and you can see on our earlier videos, was also gray. She's always been a gray little fuzzball. Hello there, Stormy, hello. And hello there, our itchy Kagome. And our lovely Braveheart, who's just dealing with a little bit of bird dandruff, as we can see there. And Braveheart is always, you know, one of our more serene birds that always loves getting a few pets from Dad. And we're just seeing them cuddle here in their little play area. This is our little indoor area that they come inside to sleep in and play in. They have an outdoor coop as well, but until they're about 6 months old, they sleep in here. But once they're fully grown and much safer from predators, they will be spending the majority of their lives outside. And you know, all of these guys are the same age, 59 days old. All 3 different breeds, but they are one happy little flock. And Irate, we have a little program that we can use to download the videos after we stream them. So we just do that afterwards. It, you know, takes about a half hour or so to download the videos, and then we just re-upload them to YouTube. You know, we clean up. I was asked, is bird dandruff bad to humans? So, you know, dander can mess with some people, especially people with asthma. In this area here, we sweep and we use the little steam mop about twice a day. So generally speaking, this area is kept pretty clean. And the floors themselves are not actually wood. They are linoleum made to look like wood. Ooh, a little squawk there from Braveheart. Hello. Ooh, lovely little trill there. And we are here in the nutmeg state of Connecticut. So many weird little trills there, Braveheart. Oh my. And, you know, their play area here was built out of some material we had to build these little custom shelves. And we repurposed them to make all of these different little cubby holes for them and a place for them to just jump up and down. And effervescent Hoopla asks me to tell them that they love them. Oh my. Well, you chickies have a few fans there. Oh my. And you know, there are plenty of tips for those would-be chicken owners. The first tip, of course, is to make sure about the laws and regulations that there are for chickens in your area. Because many places have lots of restrictions about how many chickens you can have, how many feet away coops need to be from boundary lines, and even if you can own roosters at all. And for those of you who might have missed it, in gray we have our silky chicken named Stormy. In brown and gold we have our onagadori named Kagome. And here in black we have our ayam cemeni named Braveheart. And all of them are hens, and they are just doing so well now on their 59th day of life. And weirdest man, well, if your city has no laws against chickens, then I guess you are free to have them. And the Plopster, thank you for the Bless Up Award. It is much appreciated. And Dud HW is in the farm state, so they can have over 9,000 chickens. Oh my. Well, I guess you're not living in a suburban area that might have a different regulation. And all of these breeds came from a place called Feather Lover Farms in California, who specialize in some of the more unusual breeds that you don't normally see in farms or in homes, generally in the US. They were overnight shipped to us through the US Postal Service, who has been conducting that service for about 90 years. And they arrived safe and sound at the post office, and since then, they have just been doing so well. And these chickens are not old enough yet to lay eggs. They'll start to be laying eggs when they're around 6 months old. But until then, they just get to be our lovely little pets and members of our family. And generally speaking, that's what they'll be for the rest of their lives. though I wouldn't say no to the donation of a few eggs in the future. And Glamrock99 asks, do chickens get along with peacocks? They want to buy some peafowl eggs. I am not sure if chickens get along with peacocks. I imagine there's probably been some research on the internet to that. I could always try to look it up. And, yeah. And generally speaking, if a little chicken is picking up little particles on a rug, it depends upon what the rug is made up of. If it is a rug that is made up of like recycled plastics or something, you might just want to make sure that the rug is nice and clear generally. But if what they're picking up is just dust, the regular household dust that you have around, it shouldn't be all that bad for them. Most household dust is about 97% dead human skin. So it shouldn't kill your little chickies, but you should make sure to just try to keep the rugs just as clean as you possibly can. And Barrett R32. Now, the little chickies aren't mad at me right now. They're all just doing a bit of preening, trying to make sure that they're as clean as possible, and they were taking a bit of a nap. And Big Torque, they do wake up in the morning, but none of them crow. They're not generally very noisy birds at all. And according to the vet, none of them are actually roosters. Though a few days ago, we did catch our little Stormy, the silkie chicken, trying out a little bit of a crow. So, I'm not sure if Stormy was just going through a phase or not. And confused amoeba. Our chickens do indeed like getting little pets. Oh, itchy little bird there. Itchy little Braveheart. And yes, all of these chickens are firmly into their sort of teenage phase of life. I would say Braveheart is probably at this point about a fifth the size that she will be when she is fully grown. And all of them have just made this one little flock, and I've been so happy about how cohesive it's been. Even though all of them are different breeds, different colors, and different sizes, they all just look at each other like family. Oh, an Inspector Detector. Thank you for the Take My Energy Award. It is much appreciated. And all of these chickens, let's see, our little Stormy here, when she is fully grown, should be about 3 to 4 pounds in weight. Our onagadori, Kagome, should be about 4 to 5 pounds. And our Braveheart here, our ayam cemeni, should be about 5 to 6 pounds. And we just have the 3 for our little flock here. They're our first chickens, and we did a lot of research before getting them. I've had friends and family raise chickens as well, and we wanted to make sure not to get too many to start off with, and we want to make sure they all grow up nice and well together. Oh, and look at your fuzzy little legs there, Stormy, along with your fuzzy cottontail butt. Oh my. And GLI XM, well, thank you for the Keep Calm Award. It is much appreciated, as these little chickens, ooh, a little tail wag there, just kind of all cuddle up there in the corner of their little cubby hole here. And yes, we do have one silkie, we have one ayam cemeni, and we have one onagadori. Hello there, Kagome. Hello. Now let's see. Let's give Kagome a pet. Oh, are you a fussy bird? Yes. There you go. Such a lovely Kagome, and you have lovely brown eyes. And all of them are pretty good shape right here. The temperature down here is at about 70 degrees. And right after this broadcast, they'll be going out to their outdoor coop to have a little bit of fun in the sun. Oh, and Rude Bunny, thank you for the hugs. It is much appreciated. And these guys like to take little sand baths in their little container here. Sometimes they can make a bit of a mess, but don't worry. Dad cleans up right after them. And Shattered King, all of these chickens are capable of jumping up to these other levels. Kagome and Braveheart generally can jump up pretty easily to this level, and then they usually end up here. And Stormy, I've witnessed, is capable of getting up here, but then she has trouble getting up to the top level, and Dad needs to give her a little bit of a lift to get up there. Oh, and Catastrophically, thank you for the heartwarming award. It is much appreciated. Oh my, Braveheart, did you poop right next to where you're sleeping? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I'll move that away. Well, Dad always needs to make sure to clean his hands right after these broadcasts, and it is a reason why I keep Lysol wipes around. And Duke of Death asks, my 3-year-old son asks, how do they go to the bathroom? Well, they pretty much go wherever they want. And Dad is the one who has to clean up after them using the steam mop and the broom. And all of these floors are linoleum. They just look like wood, so they're nice and easy to clean. Alcasa asks, how old are they? They are 59 days old. There you go. There you go, Braveheart. Lovely. And Braveheart always appreciates a few little cuddles. And I Am Cheese, Are You asks, they deserve a head pat. Do they actually like being pet? And yes, they all do like being pet. All of them are the same age, 59 days old. And oh my God, why can I not say your name? Catastrophically. Catastrophically? Oh my, it's almost a tongue twister to me. Catastrophically. Well, I did not hatch them. They were hatched in a place called Feather Lover Farms in California. And then they were overnight shipped to us over here, in the Nutmeg State, Connecticut. And since then, they've been living with us for all 59 days of their life. And all of these chickens are hens, at least according to the vet. They went to go see the vet earlier this week, and they all got clean bills of health. And yeah, we have been streaming these little guys on Reddit each and every day. So that's 59 days worth of content for you guys that has been uploaded to our YouTube channel called Watching Chickies. So if you find yourself enjoying this and wanting to see what the little chickens look like at each stage of their life, you can just check out our channel, Watching Chickies. And you know, liking and subscribing is a good way of supporting this content. And thank you to our lovely Patreons, Lucidity, Xanthe, Terror Birdie, Kate, and the Foley family, who help us bring out this broadcast each and every day. And all of them have gotten quite big. Braveheart is officially more than a pound now. And you know, I've just loved watching all of these guys develop into these healthy, like teenage chickens. My little chickies. Not quite chicks, not quite chickens, but still lovely members of the family. Oh, and thank you guys for the subscribes on YouTube. It is much appreciated. Hello there, little Stormy. I love your new little hairstyle. I do. And, Jesus the surfer, they do follow me around sometimes. And Braveheart in particular likes flying up to me to get a bit of a pet. And the YouTube channel is called Watching Chickies. Right in close here with our little Stormy. And I love that the tip of your little beak is white. It really fits your gray motif. Little itchies there. And your fuzzy little legs and your fuzzy little butt. Oh my. Gamer Paper 470 dares me to boop Stormy. Boop. Well, there you go. Oh, and hello there, Braveheart. Getting a bit of preening done, dealing with all of that dandruff. Oh my. I know how it is, Braveheart. When I wear a black shirt, sometimes, you know, everyone can see every little bit of dandruff that I get. It must be hard. Oh, and irate. At the moment, I don't really have a breed wish list for the chicks. It would be interesting if our little Stormy does end up being a rooster after that little bit of crowing before. And, you know, I think it would be cool to see a hybrid of an onagadori and a silkie in the future. Oh, little Stormy, you're doing some preening too. Let Dad say hi. Let Dad say hi to you. There we go. There we go. I'm going to give Stormy a little bit of attention here. Lovely. And the other chickens are watching. Oh my. And Neon Knight 999, you are correct. Many silkies do have an extra toe on their feet, and Stormy is the same. So she has extra toes. She has extra toes, and she is just a fluffy and lovely little chicken to give some pets to. And I love your little hairstyle that you've developed here, Stormy. Quite distinctive. Triangle Dude 23. They are not ever really aggressive with me. Generally speaking, I think they recognize me as their parent because they did imprint upon me. And they're pretty calm with me. Lovely. There you go, Stormy. There you go. And yep, the Phoenix breed that you're talking about is related to the onagadori, but I believe the onagadori was a progenitor of the Phoenix breed. The onagadori has a mutation that makes it so their tail feathers never molt. I believe with the Phoenix breed, their tails don't get nearly as big as the roosters of the onagadori. Oh, ooh, cheep cheep. Got a couple little cheep cheeps there from Stormy. What's up there, little one? There Are you all right here on Dad's lap? You've turned into just a ball of fluff there. Lovely. Unique. Well, I don't know, the internet was saying chickens don't imprint. I would not say that's my experience. The chickens definitely have eyed myself and Lauren a lot differently than any other visitors that they've had. So, I would not know. I've been told that chickens do imprint, so there might be other information out there. I can always do a bit more research. And irate, I'm sorry if my audio isn't coming in well. I still have full bars at the moment for my Wi-Fi, so hopefully that fixes itself in a bit. Kagome is a sleepy bird. She put her head right behind her wing. Oh, hello there, hello. And General Zutu, thank you for the Wholesome Award. That is much appreciated. And they all, Jessica, Honig, they do all sleep through the night. What happens, our nighttime sort of ritual is to come in over here when it gets dark. We gather all of the chickens together, usually here on the top level. We put them all together. We put them all basically to bed, and then we turn out the main light here, and they all go to sleep. Though sometimes they do have a few little complaints, few little cheeps, but they all go to sleep pretty quickly. And these are our only 3 chickens. And you know, they are quite lovely. They're little friends for life and members of our family. They will never be eaten, and they will live long, happy, and healthy lives if I have anything to say about it. And they do go outside as well. They'll be playing outside right after this video ends today. They have their outdoor coop, and by the time that they are 6 months old, the plan is to have them sleeping out in the coop for nights. And generally speaking, for these daily videos, we will be conducting them here in the playroom that they have, because this is where we get a good enough Wi-Fi signal with them. And for those of you just tuning in who might have missed it, right here in gray, we have our little silkie named Stormy. In black, we have our ayam cemeni named Braveheart. And then we have our sleepy little chickie there, our golden and brown onagadori named Kagome. And I've been interested in getting chickens for a while, ever since I saw as a kid my uncle raising them. He's raised chickens, ducks, rabbits, and lots of different animals. And you know, we had the chance to raise these little chickies this year, and we just took it. And I have not regretted a moment of it. They have been lovely little birds and great additions to our family. And Tootsie 5554, well, they have all been starting to react to their names. So I think they are actually learning their names. There we go. There we go, little Stormy. You're a happy little birdie. Oh, and the last rookie, thank you so much for the Platinum Award. That is much appreciated. And it looks like we have a bunch more time for the stream today. Well, I guess, Kagome, your nap can last a bit longer today before you go outside to have a bit of fun. You get to go, kick up at the grass, find some bugs, and just learn to love your new little coop outside. Because eventually, that will be the place where all of you guys sleep at night and you just have a fun time. And then coming in here will just be the nice daily treat that you guys have for when we're doing these videos. Oh dear little Stormy, are you falling asleep as well? And Braveheart, not you too. Oh my, so many sleepy little chickies. Oh dear, oh dear. So Shattered King, we normally start streaming around 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time each day. I try to keep to that schedule to give the chickens a little bit of a sense of normalcy, and hey, to give you, our watchers, a little bit of normalcy as well. We then try our best to upload the videos as quickly as possible, though sometimes, we might upload a few videos all at once after a couple of days on our YouTube channel. And the canary, yes, Stormy is supposed to be a fluffy little chicken because she is a silky chicken, and that's just a feature of the breed, just like this fluffy cottontail. And yes, Yaminta, I can do a pre-recorded video of them being outside. That would also be fun. Lovely. Hello there. Hello there, Braveheart. Yes, it's Dad looking at you. There's a scritch. Ooh, a big extension of the neck there. And hello there, Kagome. You have some beautiful rose gold feathers right there, and lovely brown eyes. And all of these little chickens are members of our family and friends for life. For those of you just joining us, we have our little silkie here, named Stormy, our ayam cemeni, named Braveheart, and of course our onagadori, named Kagome. And the onagadori is an endangered Japanese breed that is well known for its roosters that grow these very, very long tail feathers that never molt throughout their entire lives. So they can end up being about 6 meters in length or around 20 feet. And all of these guys are now 59 days old. Oh, and Cool Cat 121, thank you for the heartwarming award. And Benjamin LWJ, thank you for the tearing up. It is much appreciated. And we do these videos every day here on Reddit at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to just kind of watch the chickies grow up, develop, and just have a nice little quiet time together. And then I chat with you, the audience, about just what's going on with them, answer some questions, and we just have a nice, calming, fun time. Oh, and Petros, thank you for the Faith in Humanity Restored Award. It is much appreciated. And the canary, well, according to the vet, these little chickies apparently are all hens. Though on a broadcast we had a couple of days ago, our little Stormy here did crow on camera. So it is possible that our smallest chicken might actually end up being a rooster. Oh, and Ice, thank you for the Faith in Humanity Restored Award. And Free, well, they do not bite. Occasionally I can get a little peck, but that generally is not because they're attacking, but it's because they're trying to preen any sort of hair that they find. Lovely. And all of these guys are members of our family and friends for life. They are not destined for any sort of dinner table. They are destined for long, happy, and healthy lives, if I have anything to say about it. Though we wouldn't say no to the donation of a few eggs in the future, guys. But that's going to be more like when they are around 6 months of age. Oh, Honey and Venom has one rooster, and they're frantically trying to rehome that rooster. I hope you have good luck with that. In the future, we might be looking for a rooster for our little flock, but I do want to make sure that Stormy is a hen before we do that, because I don't want to have 2 roosters here, because then they can end up fighting. And all of these chickens have grown up quite a bit. Our Braveheart here, she is now a bit over a pound. So she's about a 1/5 the size that she's going to be when she's full grown. Oh, and Nom Ponce 18, thank you for the Excited Award. It is much appreciated. And you just zonked out there, our little Kagome. Oh my. And all of these guys came from a place called Feather Lover Farms in California. They were hatched there on the same day and then overnight shipped to us through the U.S. Postal Service. And since then, they've lived all 59 days of their life here in Connecticut, the Nutmeg State. There you go. There you go. And Notherama is correct. They say, like a lot of barnyard animals you can bond with, chickens are great if you want a fairly low-impact pet, because once they're done growing, you can leave them alone for hours and they'll just do their own thing. But I would add an addendum to that. You want to make sure when you have little chickies that you have at least 2. And 3 is a good number as well, because chickens can get very lonely if they are all by themselves. If they don't have any other little chickens to play with, they'll want to spend their time with you. And yes, their Trail of Cheers, Connecticut representing, a fellow nutmegger. Hello there, Stormy. Hello, are you having a nice time with Dad? Just right here on my lap, getting a few pets. I think she counts that as a lovely day. And Honey and Venom, I agree with you. Honey and Venom says, I was really surprised. I didn't expect to like chickens. My wife got them, and I was happy to be supportive. But they're wonderful, endearing, warm, friendly, funny animals. And they definitely are social little creatures. Hello there, Braveheart. Hello. And Braveheart does like a scritch from Dad. And our Kagome sometimes can get a little bit jealous when I'm petting another bird. Oh my. And Braveheart is a fluffy little chickie here. And yes, Stormy is a lovely little silky chicken. And we think that she's a hen, though she has displayed a couple of different rooster behaviors, so we'll know more for sure when she is about 6 months of age. We could have gotten blood tests done, but I really didn't want to put them through that. So we'll just wait for time to see for sure. There we go. There we go. There we go, Braveheart. And there's the jealous Kagome. Oh dear. The jealous Kagome. Why aren't I getting pets? Lovely. There you go, Kagome, my fussy little girl. Ooh, are you going to be doing your stretches? Oh, and Matthew TMs, thank you for the Take My Energy Award. It is much appreciated. And Young S. Modulus asks, do chickens make noise to communicate with each other? Or is it more meant to communicate with the parents/caretakers? Well, you know, I have caught the little chickens peeping at each other when I'm not in the room, and I really do think they kind of talk to each other. They definitely do like to chatter on about sometimes, especially when they're eating or they are drinking water. And their food is right here. They were really eating a lot on our first stream of the day. Oh, and Alex, and that. Thank you for the Faith and Humanity Restored Award. It is much appreciated. And Sweet Tea Noodle asks, are they all the same species? And yes, they are all the same species. They are all chickens, but they are different breeds. This is a silkie chicken named Stormy. This is an ayam cemeni chicken named Braveheart. And this is an onagadori chicken named Kagome. And all of them can interbreed, so, you know, there could be hybrid